Hey there YouTube, this is Matt Bowler with an autograph recap from PNC Park on September 22nd, 2018. This was the final Saturday home game of the season. I showed a video last week of all the freebies I got from the Pirate Prize Locker, from the Carnival, stuff like that. And I believe I showed a couple items too from as a thank you for renewing my season tickets with the Pirates that were given to me. So this was the other video from that day. This is my autograph recap where they had 5 different alumni out on Federal Street. I also went into the game during batting practice. I got an extra ticket and was able to get a couple more individuals there. And then my buddy and I got another autograph inside later on. So without further ado, I want to show this to you in the order in which we got it. So the first Pirate alumni was Bob Robertson. I had this 1971 program. He was the first autograph. I asked him to sign right through there, and he did. He even added the 1971 World Series inscription. World Series Champs inscription. He has a nice autograph. He takes his time. He even said the second time I went through, when he was signing my cards, he said, "I'm sorry I take a long time, but I want to write it real nice." So I appreciate that very much. So with Bob Robertson, the first time I went through his line, I got him on that program and this card. It's a mini card from 1970. Oh, I think that's 74, 75. So, and he also included a 4x6 autograph. I think I had 34 autographs. It's an absolute insane number. It's great. I'm thrilled. Wasn't pushy about it with anybody or anything. There was just nice, organized line. Take your time. So, weren't many people there. Went back through and got Bob Roberts again on 3 cards. That's in his Mariners uniform. Got these ones signed in blue Sharpie, which is what I would prefer anyway. But with those programs getting signed in black, I didn't want to try to alternate markers and annoy them in any type of way. He also gave me another 4x6. So I had a bunch of autographs from Bob Robertson right away. Now, they were also, before the Pierogies and Pirate Parrot came out to do photos with fans at one of the tents, they had some Pirate players. And right when it started, there were 3 players that came out. And I saw Jacob Stallings was one. I was all excited. I went over and they're like, "No autographs. Sorry, just photos only." I said, "There's no one here. I just want to get the one guy." I said, "Sorry." Well, I was very fortunate that when they left, they happened to walk pretty close to where we were when they left. And I asked Jacob Stallings if I can have an autograph. He obliged, and he signed this MLB authenticated game ball. This was from his rookie season. It was a foul ball. This was like his 8th ever at bat, so that was cool to get him on the sweet spot. Back to the alumni, Steve Blass was next. Got him on a trading card. That's his classic STBL signature. It's not as pretty, but on trading cards I get it. That's fine. But thankfully, when I put the 71 program in front of him, he gave me the full name signature. It's a nice signature. So this program that I did not have any signatures on from the 1971 World Series team, I got 2 right there. And he hooked me up with one of those 4x6s. He was in a good mood. He actually seemed like he was in a really good mood the second time I went through. My buddy who was with me had nothing to get signed by him. He asked if I had anything, and so I gave him 2 cards. As you can see, he signed his full name on the 2 trading cards, which was great, instead of his STBL. So I went through then with my 8x10 photo. I don't have many 8x10 photos, but I did have this one I got for real cheap. Asked for the 1971 World Series inscription, and there it is. So that came out real nice. And Steve Blass hooked me up with another one of these. Okay, up next was John Candelaria, who can be a bit grumpy at times. I told him he looked really good, and he looked at me, said something about needing to get my eyes checked. I mean, he said this to me before or whatever. I said, yeah, but look how good your hair is. He said, my hair is gray as, well, I don't want to repeat that word, but anyway, threw down a nice signature. He has a pretty nice signature. Nice big signature. Got 2 cards from John Candelaria. Another guy that I've met many times at the autograph lines. He's really nice to me because I'm really nice to him. We've done this for each other. He said to me he didn't have anything to get signed by him, so I gave him a card. He had one thing to get signed, but he didn't have a second, so I gave him this card, and he gave it right back to me when it was signed. I figured it was for him, but thank you. That's nice. Well, actually, if I recall, he was offering to give that to me, and I took him up on it, yeah. Second time through the line for John Candelaria. Got 2 more cards. This one when he was with the Angels, and this one when he was with the Mets. Went inside the stadium for the batting practice on Saturdays for games that start at like 7. Season ticket holders can get in early entrance and actually go by the dugouts, so that was great. Batting practice was almost a bust. By the time we got in there, it looked like they were on their second round of batting practice guys, and after that, that was it. Thankfully, I was able to get 2 players. Got Omar Moreno, which was pretty cool. I'm going to look into seeing if the other guy on the card here does TTM. Maybe try to get both of these cards. They were both players signing it. I got Omar Moreno 2 cards, so there they are. That's pretty cool. Back-to-back years, Omar Moreno was a stolen base leader. And then, yeah, shortly after I got those 2 autographs, all the Pirates came off the field, and, you know, there was maybe about 10 people there hollering for certain players or whatever, and I saw Nick Kingham, and I gave him a holler, and oh my gosh, he came over. He was the only one that came over. Jamison Tylen went to the other side dugout, socialized with some people, so he signed some as well, but Nick Kingham, he took care of me. He signed all 3 cards. I accidentally gave that one a little bit of a smudge there. Probably can't even really see it, so it's cool. And this was one of those cards where, one of the first cards I ever put baby powder on to eventually see how it worked out. It worked out just fine. That was a separate video from a couple weeks ago. Alright, so then I went back outside, and I was able to get Grant Jackson just in time for Grant Jackson. Got him on a trading card. He's super nice, so I didn't mind switching markers with him. I gave him a blue Sharpie for that one, and then a silver Sharpie for my 1979 World Series program, so he was only the 3rd one to sign it. So he wrote nice and big just like the other 2 did. And he hooked me up with a 4x6 card. There was only 1 alumni left. The very last hour, it was Doug Drabeck. I know he's super nice. Looked like they were keeping a pretty good eye on how many things people got autographed. But I thought, let me try putting 3 cards out and see what happens, because Doug's actually really cool, and he signed all 3. So I got this and these next 2. Alright, my buddy and I went inside for the actual game, and right after the national anthem, we got Michael McHenry, former Pirate Michael McHenry. Got him on 3 trading cards. It's a nice looking card. That's the same card, but not the gold version. Alright, folks, thank you for checking out all my autograph videos. This was from September 22nd out on Federal Street. Lots of alumni, before the game, PNC Park. Alright, folks, thanks for checking out my videos. I'll have at least 1 more Pirates video coming up, so feel free to give my videos a like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, everybody.